I was watching again the 99, the documentary.
Oh yeah.
So to have some inspiration for this moment, but was a great night. I think the team were tired, and you feel it during the game. And then 4-2 with one more player, and you think it's over, but here is never over.
Get back to Ruben in just a quick second, but remember, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification button so that you know when the next Big D video hits. And as ever, if something is on your mind, if something is bubbling up inside of you that you need to express, please express it in the comments. The Big D reads all of the comments, and he's always interested in what is on your mind. Anyway, in this clip, this is Ruben Amorim and Rio Ferdinand and Paul Scholes' reaction to Manchester United's amazing comeback against Lyon in the Europa League quarter-final second leg. Anyway, I'll let them crack on. Stick around for after the clip, and the Big D will give you his thoughts and his perspective from his seat in the Stretford end for that result yesterday. And the Big D's voice is a little hoarse, so please bear with him. Anyway, here's Ruben.
Here he comes.
And here comes the Manchester United manager. Before we show you Harry Maguire's winner, Ruben, congratulations.
Man. Congratulations. Wow.
I mean,
Nice to see you smile.
Wow.
Fun.
Do you have any words to sum that up?
No, it was hard, and I was watching again the 99, the documentary.
Oh yeah.
So to have some inspiration for this moment, but was a great night. I think the team were tired, and you feel it during the game. And then 4-2 with one more player, and you think it's over, but here is never over.
Did you believe? Did you still believe?
I felt that here everything is possible, and then you feel the environment. And then after the 4-3, the penalty from Bruno, and you feel that you can change the game.
How pleased are you that you was actually about to change the game with goals, given the fact that you didn't really have many goals on your bench, but you made those substitutions and they had huge impact in the end?
We tried to put Harry Maguire because he's the only guy that can score a goal with his header, and then Kobe Mino he has a lack of pace in this moment because he had that injury and he stopped for a while, but he's really good on short spaces, and then he has the ability to do that kind of goal, and then we tried, and sometimes it works, and today was a good day.
How important is it now, Ruben? I know you're coming into the end of the season, which is really important part to get some of your better players back. You've got Luke Shaw some minutes tonight, obviously Mason Mount, Mino you mentioned as well. Such an important time to get them back onto the pitch.
It's really important because I can feel that is really, when you are here, you can feel that playing Premier League and the European games is really hard. If you don't have the full squad, it's almost impossible. Mason Mount brings us experience. You can see Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was meant to play 30 minutes top, but then we had a problem with Nunes at halftime. Vic has a personal problem. He had to leave. So all this stuff happened during this game, but in the end it was a good day.
Going back to the performance, what's your feelings on the performance in general? Going 2 goals up, throwing it away, allowing 4 goals against you. What's your general feeling around that?
I think we start well, but we are not really consistent to maintain the game in the same way for a long time. And then when I feel that the team is a little bit tired, we drop a lot. And but we have experience against games against Arsenal and City. We can defend quite well this moment. I think we should do better in the 2 goals of Lyon. But that's it. I think we have a lot to improve, but the character was there.
Is there a frustration for you, Ruben? You think from the Premier League performances then to Europa League, it seems to be different. Like it frustrates the life out of me. It must be frustrating for you.
Yeah, of course, because especially because of the reflection of the coach is the league. You can be good in European games, but your reflection as a team is the league, and we are underperforming. But then we have to see the context. You can see that we lack a lot of characteristics in our team. You want to push forward, and sometimes you see Garner really tired, but you feel it during the game, he's the only one can make transitions.
Yeah.
So you
You
feel
think
a lot of...
physically it's a bit of a problem?
Yeah, I think so. And
Running pace, power.
yeah,
strength.
and when we play against European teams, you can feel that we can cope better with that.
Yeah.
In Premier League, we suffer a lot. We can play good, but sometimes to create chances, to let the players 1 against 1 with 3 defenders in the back, we try to do it today and we manage to do it sometimes. In Premier League, it's completely different.
Let's get positive, man. It's been a great result, entertaining, the emotions up and down all day. This must be a bit of belief now built into this team and to you now based on what you've achieved today and the emotion that runs alongside it.
I think is one type of moment that can change a lot of things, and sometimes we just look at the tactical aspect, the physical aspect, but this kind of moments can change a lot in the player's mind. I think we'll have to go to be really focused on Europa League, and we have to take a risk sometimes with the kids in Premier League, and we have to be tough on that, and the fans have to understand that we have to focus on the Europa League.
Athletic Bilbao next, where you hope to end this season lifting silverware. Is there genuine belief in that dressing room and with you that you can go all the way and do it?
Yes, you can see in the stadium. So everybody in the moment can believe that is possible. We need to be a little bit luck on the injuries to reach that with some players. Is going to be tough, but the last I had in my career 1 final, and I had the semi-final in Turin, and the final was in Turin. So we lost the final, so let's change that. It could be the same as a coach.
Wow. What a game that was. It was so strange to watch, because there were times where we played really well and there were times when we just didn't do anything. So it wasn't like it was, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say it was like an exciting match, really. What happened was United dominated at first, and then they scored 2 goals quite easily, and then we just kind of sat back. And then I felt as though when Garnacho missed a sitter, basically, he was through on goal and he should have scored against their goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper made a save, and it was almost as if the match turned after that moment, and Lyon just started to grow in confidence, and then they scored a goal. As soon as they scored a goal, we just kind of switched off. We were playing at full capacity for the first portion of the game when we went 2-0 up for the first half, say, and then I don't know, we just kind of got complacent. It was almost as if that goal right before half time sort of subconsciously allowed us to take the foot off the gas a little bit. It was really strange. So then it was almost like in the second half, it was almost like a new match. And Lyon almost felt like that as well. So, it's almost like they came out in the second half a little bit more refreshed, whereas we thought the game was already won, and then obviously it was 2-2. As soon as it went 2-1, I knew it was going to be 2-2, and straight away it was it was 2-2. I thought Onana was at fault for their equaliser. That wasn't good, but it wasn't a glaring mistake anyway. Was it their equaliser? Yeah, for their equaliser. But it wasn't like a glaring error. It was more a team error. United just switched off, basically. That's all that happened, really. But I was watching it, and it was just, I was zoning in and out of it at times. It was really weird. And then I was hoping it was a little bit cold as well, and I was a bit tired, and I wanted to get back on the bus so I could go home. So at full time, when it was 2-2, I was like, another half an hour. But that last half an hour was absolutely amazing. I nearly, when it went 4-2, I nearly went home. I was this close, but then luckily straight away Bruno got the penalty. We got a bit lucky with that penalty. It didn't look like a penalty to me, and I'll be honest, their penalty didn't look like a penalty from where I was stood, because I was stood right in front of that, and it looked to me that we tackled him, and I was convinced VAR would overrule it, but obviously I've since went back on it and looked at it and thought, well, yeah, it was a clear penalty. But I think we got a little bit of luck with our penalty. I've looked at that a couple of times now, and I can't quite make out what happened. It was just a bit of a schmoz, really. But we got it. Bruno scored it, and it was a good penalty, and it had to be a good penalty because the goalkeeper dived the right way. And then, there was 2 minutes left or something, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left, and it's like, oh, here we go. And Big Harry goes up front. I tell you what, Kobbie Mainoo took his goal well, but something else I want to say, Casemiro was an absolute hero yesterday. He was brilliant. Brilliant. He got the assist for the equaliser, and he got the assist for the winner. And he just played well all game, I found. And I felt as though he's discovered a little bit of form. And see, the thing is, I've been saying this all season. When he's playing alongside Ugarte, they're a really nice match because Casemiro's the older head, and he's actually a good passer of the ball. And Ugarte is obviously the younger guy with a lot more energy and a lot fitter, so to speak. So they work well together, And whenever they play together, they tend to sort of do really well. Now, it amazes me how long it's took Ruben Amorim to understand this, because when Ruud van Nistelrooy was in charge, he played Casemiro and Ugarte in the middle, and they thrived. We got, 3 wins in 4 games or something like that. So now that he's been playing Casemiro and Ugarte a lot more together, then hopefully, it's worked well, and hopefully it continues to work well for the remainder of the season. Now, I don't know where Kobbie Mainoo factors in on that front. I've got a feeling that Kobbie Mainoo might remain an impact sub for the remainder of the season, or at the very least he'll play in that false 9 position, because Højlund didn't play great yesterday. He just wasn't great. He wasn't great, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know, to be quite frank. But Kobbie Mainoo took his goal really well. He's just Mr. Cool under pressure. And then that cross from Casemiro for Harry Maguire's header was absolutely insane. And Big Harry sticking the head on it. I put a smile on my face. My voice is still a little bit hoarse. And the Big D is feeling a little bit emotionally drained today on this Good Friday. Anyway, what do you guys think of the result against Lyon? Did you enjoy the game? What was your favourite moment, and how good was Casemiro? Do you agree that he was man of the match, or do you think it should have gone to someone else? Anyway, as ever, thoughts in the comments, and the Big D will see you next one.